Hi there, Jen Grice from jengrice.com. I am a Christian divorce mentor and boundary coach. I coach, mentor, and encourage women to reclaim their life, their hope, their healing, and their peace after divorce. And today I have another video on reclaiming life after divorce on a whole series of them. If you go back to my channel, they're right at the top so you can watch them all if you are just joining me in this video. Today I am talking about reclaiming your hope after divorce. Reclaiming your hope has to do with reclaiming your spiritual life and your faith after divorce. It's about putting God back at the center of your life. If you're like most divorced women, you probably had your husband at the center of your life. And they expect that. I have a video on narcissism, and most narcissists expect to be worshipped. They expect you to drop everything. They often hit the panic button and expect you to jump. So your world is revolving around and you're worshiping your husband. So reclaiming your hope in your spiritual life is putting God back in that place where your husband was, where he didn't belong. It's taking time to read your Bible and to connect with God again. It's about worshiping at church or while you're listening to music and feeling God's presence. It's finding time for prayer and about spending that time in prayer that you need to connect with God and grow in your spiritual life. Some of us create a prayer closet or designate a certain time, like when they're taking a shower or bath, or right when they get up, or when they're going to bed. Whatever the case may be for you, it's finding that time to be still and be quiet, to really hear God, what He has for you in the future. Reclaiming your hope in spiritual life has to do with remembering God's promises, remembering that God will never leave you, never walk away or abandon you, that He goes with you and goes before you, that He will fight for you and protect you, that God cares for you, that you are the child of God if you've surrendered your life to Him. It's trusting that God will provide for you as a divorced woman or a single mother, that God does care for the widows and orphans of this world, that God has a future and plan for you, and that God will restore and redeem your life. Reclaiming your life is having faith and hope. Having hope is believing that something good can come out of the bad in our lives, that something good can come out of your divorce, that the divorce didn't happen in vain, and that anything that we have experienced, that it had a reason and a purpose. When I read the Bible and all the stories of the people that lived before and after Jesus, I see stories and lives of some people that made a lot of wrong choices, that they did a lot of things that they shouldn't have done, or they experienced scars and betrayal by other people. There's a lot of, as my pastor put it, some jacked up people in the Bible. And what we do see, though, is a lot of people with faith. They had faith that through everything that they had been through, or even things that they had done, that God would heal them and restore them and put them back on the right path. You know, I really like the story of Joseph and his life, and I talk a lot about that in my new upcoming book that I have, that I just finished writing. In Joseph's life, he faced a lot of difficulty. People hurt him and betrayed him, but in the end, God took everything that had happened and put Joseph in a much better place. And I believe that happens for a lot of divorced women. Another example we can get from Joseph is his use of boundaries. He didn't just blindly see his brothers and hug them and accept them back in his life. He tested them to see if they had been repentant of the sin that they had sinned against him. And when he set them up and tested them, they didn't get angry with him or with the situation. They actually showed that they were humble and that they wanted to be honest, and they were full of integrity, which proved to Joseph that he could accept them back in his life and that they were safe people to be around, that they weren't going to try to kill him again. And I think that's a story that we need to have hope in, that not only will God restore us and God will put us up in a place of importance if that's his plan for our lives, but also the people in our lives that have hurt us, if they ever come to a place where they are repentant and God sees that they have a humble heart after what they've done, then God will bring that person back into your life. If not, then God will keep them away. That's why I don't believe that you should chase after people. You should allow God to work in their lives as you continue to move forward in your life and in your healing. And those who are meant to be in your life, they'll catch up. And reclaiming your hope and your faith after divorce is knowing that good can come out of whatever you've been through. I believe that God can redeem anyone's story and use it for good. And I use my life as an example to show you and give you hope. If God can restore my life and redeem my story, he can do the same for you. If you're not on my email list, please go to my website, jengrice.com, and sign up. I have a book coming out, and I share a lot about embracing and reclaiming your life after divorce, as well as survival strategies and other stories in the Bible that have really inspired me in my divorce healing, and I want to share them with you. So tell me, how are you reclaiming your hope after divorce? Leave a comment, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. I look forward to see you in the next video. Thank you.